G'day guys, Galvin from the Catching Company in New Zealand. We're going to service the gear indicator switch and also got the neutral start switch or start inhibit switch in the same unit. We're not going to muck around, we're going to get in and get this thing apart. Got my hands? Yep, good. So I supplied this man another one, but I forgot that his car's got the really early one with the different plug on it. So this is the more common plug. There we go, that's the more common plug. Steve's car's got this really early plug, this one here. They do interchange the units, but of course the plugs are different, and there's no room in his car because it's a swap and it's tight, and he's got hands that I don't know how big his hands are, but they're still too tight to get up in there, and I suspect even my hands would be too big to get into the particular motor vehicle that he's running. And these days, normally when I do a wiring job, I wire it for that one instead of this one and supply a switch, because it saves this problem when the switches get a bit tired. Okay, but me like me, a bit tired. So apparently he had it apart, and he had a bit of a look in there. There's a seal. Watch the seal. Careful. Okay, so these fellas are jumping around. I'm wondering if that was a problem. So you've got some little springs in here. With those sweeper switches on, and they rub along these spots. It actually looks okay. So I got a little bit of emery tape, and I went and so they're bright and shiny. And then we've popped them back in. I'm not really happy with these, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a tweak. Now, if you don't have a nice workbench, you can do this in a container, in a plastic container. Beautiful. That's a bit better. Don't have to go silly with these. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. And then we just slide it back together. And re-screw it. This one's got a funny little metal bracket that goes across here. Right, once we've done with the screwing, we're going to do some testing. Okay, now we're going to get the multimeter out and we're going to do some testing with it. My test leads into the two big pins. And then I've got my multimeter here. Oh, we can't, so there we go. So can we see my multimeter? It's upside down, but we should be able to see it. Well, I'm just going to mark this here. So you can see there, it's beeping at us. We've got continuity. And I turn it around to the next spot that I've actually marked. And again, we've got continuity on neutral. Shh, shh. So I'm going to pop off there. And I'm going to turn the plug around. And I'm going to go into pin 9, which is this one in here. And I'm going to go to, was I in neutral? And I'm going to go into neutral, which is pin 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're in pin 6, and I've got continuity. And now I'm just going to turn it perfect. Now I am using my phone. I do have the diagrams on my phone. I'm not remembering this one off the top of my head. I just don't do enough of them. I'm going to go to pin 1. And I'm going to turn it to park. That's good. I'm going into pin 4. And between park and neutral, I should find reverse. Which I do. I should find a drive. Drive is pin 5. And drive should of course be just past neutral. Beautiful. And then we've got to find second, which should be pin 7. And so it should be just after drive. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, and of course low, which is pin 8. And that is now working like it should. Nice simple job. Pull it apart, check it, test it, put it back together. Wait, I did that wrong, eh? Pull it apart, clean it, service it, put it back together, test it, because we test everything that we do every time we do it. If you don't have a multimeter, you should get one. But if you've got a test light, you could also test it with a test light. And it's exactly the same principle, where you should power in and you check you're getting power out of each individual pin. So there's other ways of testing it. Right, now I can go back to Steve. He'll be happy, and he can put it on his car. Now he will need to set it up, of course, which it does have an adjustment slot right there. Basically sets it up so the park neutral is in the right spot, and then the gear indicator should be correct as well. Easy peasy. Hope that's been helpful. Talk to you soon. Catch you later.